Are you ready to rock? Ready to roll? I sure am. It's another beautiful day. Today, we're continuing on our plot sequencing chart. First, next, then, last. Okay, so it's gonna have 4 parts. First, next, then, last. First, let's go over let's review the first part of our plot sequencing chart. Mr. Putter eats a lot of jelly rolls. His stomach grumbles and he can't sleep. Good. Now, the next chapter, chapter 3, is going to be about stars, because the title of the chapter, each chapter has a title that explains what the chapter is going to be about. Even though they're all connected, the whole story, each chapter discusses something a little bit differently. We're adding on, like a stack of pancakes, and you just keep adding parts on top and more parts of the story. And we can really get an understanding for those WH questions. Who, what, where, why, when, how even. All right. Chapter 3, stars. There you have it. Let's go for a walk, Mr. Putter said. He put his coat back on. He put his hat back on. He picked up Tabby, and out the door they went. So going for a walk is a really good solution to his problem. He's not just going to lay there uncomfortably in his bed. He's going to move on from that problem, and he's going to find a way. See, and that goes for everything in real life. If you just keep focusing on the problem, oh, whose fault was it? Oh, yeah, they're going to be in trouble for that. It doesn't get you anywhere. You have to focus on a solution. And how are you going to move on from that problem? That's how you handle things. That's how you handle real problems. And there is always that one person who's like, no, let's talk about the problem. No, let's not. Let's talk about how we can move on and learn from it and not do that again. So it's not a problem anymore. Let's move on. So he's finding a solution to, it was a beautiful night. Look at that. And look at the cat's eyes. They're open really wide. When your eyes are open really wide, what does it mean? It means you're surprised at something. You could be amazed. You're fascinated to see something. It was a beautiful night. What is the moon? I could read the next sentence, but you guys learned about the moon and the stars. What kind of a moon is that? What phase? Is that a new moon? Is that a full moon or a quarter moon? What the? How did you guys know so many things? Oh, that's right. Last week in science, we talked about that moon phase stuff. And some of you got a good understanding about it. Great. Yeah, that's a full moon. If I ever saw one, looks like a perfect circle in the sky. And when a full moon's around, see, this is the back area of my house. I can walk around in here in the dark if I want with the full moon. When there's a new moon, it looks like there's no moon in the sky. It's so dark I can't see anything. I'll trip over things. But somehow the full moon lights the surface of the earth up a little bit. Okay, so Mr. Putter looked up at the sky. He showed Tabby all those beautiful stars. And he told her all about them. He told her that the Big Dipper was full of milk from the Milky Way. That's not true. That's interesting, though. Tabby purred. Oh, he was relating it so she would think about milk, because she loves milk. And if the stars have something to do with milk, well, the word milk is in Milky Way. And Milky Way refers to somewhere out there in our universe, beyond our solar system. Past it. Okay, you gotta make a left and make a right and go straight. And then you'll see, and scientists study, like, what's in that Milky Way? What's in that cluster? So she loved milk. She's very happy. And when people are happy, it makes other people happy. So Mr. Putter, the character, is very happy that he's showing Tabby this. And he's what they call doing 2 things at once. He's giving himself some time so he can digest and his stomach might feel a little better. Maybe have some water. And he's taking his mind away from the problem of his stomach. He can't do anything about it. He can just sit there and complain about it, but that's not going to help him. So if he does something else and takes his mind away from it, that's a really great thing. He told her about looking at stars when he was a little boy. Wow, there's Mr. Putter when he was little. Awesome. and how he always wanted to ride in a rocket ship. He told her how he had always dreamed of adventure. Tabby poured some more. Mr. Putter and Tabby made a nice big circle around the neighborhood. Wow. I didn't really understand that. What does a reader do when he reads something but he doesn't understand it? Should I just keep reading? And maybe the next part will help me, give me some context clues and understand what I just read. No. Good readers go back and reread. Sometimes I read things 5 times. If I don't understand it, what am I reading it for? So let's reread that last paragraph again, because it was a little unclear to me. Tabby the cat purred some more. I must have said poured. So now that I understand that word, that's going to help me. When cats purr, they're very happy about something. Tabby purred some more. Mr. Putter and Tabby made a nice big circle around the neighborhood. Okay, so that means that they're walking. They're walking around the neighborhood. That's a great solution to their problem. Let's talk plot sequencing chart, shall we? Because I'm excited to fill this in, and you guys can too at home. Let's add our second part. So the first part, Mr. Putter. Mr. Putter gets his stomach grumbling from those eating too many 21 jelly rolls. And his stomach grumbles, and he can't, that's right, he can't sleep. Next, what's the next important thing? What does he do about not being able to sleep? Because this is connected. Mr. Putter and Tabby go where? They go to the living room, they go to the bathroom, go to the dining room? No. They went outside. Why? Sit on the grass? Look at the stars? No, they went for a walk. Because if you go to different places in your yard or different places in the street, you can have a better, or there could be something blocking the sky. So it's really nice. I know when I take my dog for a walk, I look at the sky, the full moon and things like that, and I can really see it nicely. So Mr. Putter and Tabby go outside for a walk. Let's add another key detail to that next section of our plot sequencing chart. Mr. Putter tells Tabby about what? What does he explain to her? What does he introduce to her? He tells her all about drinking milk as a kid? No. He tells her all about the nighttime sky. All about the sky. Okay, he tells her about that. So that's going to be what we're going to add to our second part. Mr. Putter and Tabby go outside for a walk, and then Mr. Putter and Tabby tells Tabby about the sky. All right, boys and girls, definitely filling that plot sequencing chart nicely. We're learning the events in order. Tomorrow, we're going to put that third part in, and then Friday, oh boy, you're going to see what we're going to put in the fourth spot last. All right, and that's the ending of the story. Now, we want to see, because we're focusing a lot on the beginning of the story, and how does the ending conclude? How does it end? Do the feelings of the characters different? Well, in most of the stories we've read so far, the feelings are different. Like they feel one way in the beginning, and then they change the way they feel. This story might be different. The love that Mr. Putter and Tabby have for each other in the beginning may continue to the very end, and that's kind of different from what we've been reading, so it's kind of a nice touch. And tomorrow we will read our next section of the story. Everybody have a super day. Adios, amigos.